April 24th, 2025. We're in Skidmore-Tynan, Skidmore-Tynan ISD, where our Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats 7th graders are going to take on Yorktown 7th graders here in some softball action. This is ST Lady Cat Nation, and my name is Amador Ramirez, and we're going to bring you the action here. Kind of a precursor to tomorrow night, of course. Tomorrow night we're moving into the playoffs with the Lady Cats taking on Flatonia in Cuero, 7 o'clock. We will not be able to stream that one at ST Lady Cat Nation. We have to go through the NFHS network, but we're bringing it to you, okay? And go to nfhsnetwork.com. If you don't already have a subscription, you do need to buy one. You can buy it by month or you can buy it by the year. So your choice, but certainly you can get it and then of course unsubscribe. But you would be paying that fee. I think if you just get the 1 month, it's going to be like $13. If you get the whole year, it ends up being like $6 per month. But it's if you follow sports year-round. But when it comes to playoffs, we are not allowed to, through our YouTube channels or Facebook, stream playoff action, whether it's football, softball, baseball, volleyball, basketball, whatever the sport is. We take it through the NFHS network. But we'll be there, and I hopefully will be there streaming it and give you the play-by-play at Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. We'll be taking on, in the first round, the Flatonia Lady Dogs in Cuero. But tonight, it's the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats 7th graders, and then we're going to follow that up with the 8th graders. And I've got Brianna Sears, who is going to help me. She's right in front of me in the event that I might miss a name or two. And, of course, as soon as I get going, we start getting some wind gusts, but that's okay. If you've got the link, which obviously you do, pass it on to those that are unable to make it, because you're going to watch some cool 7th grade and 8th grade action here at Skidmore-Tynan ISD, or Skidmore-Tynan Junior High, representing here against the Yorktown Kitty Cats. Coach Blasky, who gave me the rosters, but I just got their first name, so we're going to be going by first name for Yorktown. And Skidmore-Tynan, I've got the whole thing, and with Brianna Sears here, she can correct me if I give you an incorrect name. I always look at the jerseys. Skidmore-Tynan's jerseys are not the ones that are popping. They're beautiful, mostly clad in purple. But you don't always see the, well, you will in 8th grade. Look at the 8th graders. You got 8th grade going. You got the numbers popping pretty good, but 7th grade looks a little bit more blended in. And that's okay, except for when you're in the outfield. Also, an update on the Skidmore-Tynan High School baseball team. We will be traveling to Kennedy, I believe, tomorrow night. Skidmore-Tynan, the boys, the baseball team, played a great doubleheader against Yorktown, and that was senior night. 4 seniors will be graduating, but we came up just short. One of those that came down that you thought you had it, you're ready to film. Oh, there's Mr. Eloy Rodriguez, one of the officials. Also, I don't know if he's going to be behind the plate or if he's going to be out in the outfield. But we're rolling, folks, so thank you for joining ST Lady Cat Nation. Again, my name is Amador Ramirez, and I'm going to try to get as many, as we're the home team, I'm going to try to get as many numbers as they walk out onto the field, because I did not get their positions. I didn't get their lineup either. Here come the 8th graders. They're coming onto the stadium. This is our Skidmore-Tynan softball stadium. Coach Pena giving last minute instructions to the 7th graders. Lady Cats. So I believe going on to the mound, it's number 24, Sydney O'Brien, and behind the plate, number 4, Claire Carriger. Number 6 is at first base. Ella Calderon. And Brianna's going to help me out. Who's that? Number 21. Where's she heading? Center field is Abby McDonald. Over at first base. Did I already get first baseman? Second base. Looks like number 11. Dylan Wyatt second. Shortstop with the ponytail. That's Shelby Aguirre Daniels, number 8. Okay. And I assume number 12 will be playing Hannah Sears. She's playing third, right?
And then in left field, you have
Chloe Nance in left field.
Right field is
Zaylee Cassidy at right field. And who do we have at center? Did I already say that? Who was it? I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Thank you. I think we got everybody. Thank you again to Brianna Sears for helping me out here. She's on to, apologize, Hannah. Remember, she's on third base right now, number 12. Again, you can share this link, whether you're from Skidmore-Tynan, whether you're from Yorktown, whether you're from Hawaii, whether you're from wherever. We're right here in South Bee County, the best county in the world. Again, Skidmore-Tynan, primarily clad in purple with black pants. You got some dark numbers, but they're not so bad when they come up to the plate. Yorktown with black pants, they've got some gold and some black and the yellow or gold numbers on their jerseys. So we're looking at number 24, Sydney O'Brien, pitching over to Claire Carragher, who has always got a smile for me. As if I need anything, that's Claire Carragher, sweet girl. Mr. Rodriguez looks like he's playing out there right behind first base. So number 5, once again for Yorktown, they're only giving me their first names. So this is Paige for the Kitty Cats, starting us off here for 7th grade softball. Good throw from the catcher over to shortstop Shelby Aguirre Daniels. All right, here we go. I am on the home side where I should be. So here's Paige.
Down and ready.
First one up. Again on the mound. O'Brien to Carragher. It's gonna take me a little while to get familiar with all the numbers and the names, but bear with me. And again, the rules are a little bit different with 7th and 8th grade and even junior varsity, and they are in varsity, but I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to let you enjoy.
Let's go, Sydney.
It's again number 5, Paige for the Kitty Cats. Sydney O'Brien. That'll be 4 balls. So Paige will take first base. And coming to the mound, if it is in the proper order, would be Gabby A, number 9. Gabby is her name. There's a couple of Gabby, so this is Gabby A. Paige thinks about it. Of course, in softball, you want to stay on base till that ball releases the pitcher's end. And then you can fly off to second base, and they do that quite often, the runners. And a swing and a miss, and over to second, reaches second base by Carragher. Safe goes Paige for the Kitty Cats. So again, Gabby A. 1-1 is the count. Little high. Good pitch though. She's trying to settle in. Sydney O'Brien.
Be ready, third base.
Inside, 3-1.
Good pitch, babe.
Says 2-1 the count. I may have missed one, but 2-1 the count to Gabby. Paige stays. Gabby. Actually, it was 3-1. So that'll move Gabby A to first with nobody out. And now Gabby G. Gabby G. A couple of Gabbies on the team. And a couple of Brooks on the team. That's a nice pitch. Good throw by O'Brien. Again, Paige on first, Gabby A on, rather Paige on second, Gabby A on first, and Gabby G at the plate, nobody out. Nice pitch there, 0-1. O'Brien up on the batter. Nice pitch. Guess they're calling that in, and it's going to go to third over the head. And we'll see. Paige will come in for the first run for the Kitty Cats. And to third base goes Gabby A. Two runs come in here on the top of the first. O'Brien up on the batter, 0-2, so you want to hang on to this one. Up on Gabby G right now, 0-2. Foul ball. O'Brien doing good with the pitcher here, Gabby G. 0-2 the count. Trying to get that last strike to get the first out.
Come on, let's go. Move your feet.
Lock it down.
Strike call. And that is 3 strikes. Down goes Gabby G.
Good job, Sydney.
And
Good
one
job,
strikeout
Sydney.
there by Sydney O'Brien. And now to the plate, Allison, number 14. Again, I only have their first names. Allison, number 14. Coach Blosky giving me their lineup. Nobody on right now, so it's okay to pitch a little bit, take a little more chances on the pitch when you've got no runners on, but one out. 2-0. 2 runs have come in here in the top of the first for the Kitty Cats of Yorktown. Strike. So one's across the board, 1-1 with 1 out. Nobody on. And that one right over to O'Brien. Out number 2. Can't ask for much more than that. When the pitcher can take care of the out, that's doing well. Number 2, Laney for the Kitty Cats with 2 outs. And then she'll take first base, hit by the pitch.
All right, let's go.
For 17, Terry Lynn for the Kitty Cats of Yorktown. 2 outs here, 1 runner on. That's number 2, Laney. Carriger keeping tabs on Laney on first. If needed. She's got number 8, Shelby Aguirre Daniels at shortstop. That's who you go to on a possible. Throwing it out there, and good throw, but not in time. Safe goes Laney on second. Terry Lynn at the plate. 2-0 the count. It's a little high, 3-0 to Terry Lynn. Sydney O'Brien on the mound behind the plate. Claire Carriger. Foul ball. Coach saying run.
Good job, good
you
catch.
run until you know, and that's true. was close.
Let's go. Be ready.
3-1 the count. That's a nice pitch. We're maxed out, full count, two outs, one runner on to Terry Lynn. Little low on that one. So Terry Lynn will take first. Laney on second. Number 21, Marisa, to the plate for the Kitty Cats of Yorktown. O'Brien wanted to get that third out and keep him down to 2 runs. That would be a good effort, good job. And there's a, if you will, a double steal. Terry Lynn to second and Laney to third. Marisa at the plate, 2 outs. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2 outs. 2 runners, both in, I should say, runners in scoring position. 2-0. Yorktown. Strike.
Yeah. Good job, Sydney. One more.
And now O'Brien up on the batter, looking for one more strike here in the top of the first. Good stop by Carragher.
Good job.
2-2 with 2
Let's
outs.
go, Sydney.
Deuces are wild here. They keep 2 runners on also. Good stop by Carragher. Oh, and she's coming. This is going to be an eat. Save. She had a choice to tag or to throw, and in comes
It's all right. Shake
Laney from third.
it out. Let's go. Keep your head up.
Terry Lynn is on third for Yorktown. And Marisa still at the
Let's go. This is
plate.
the last one,
Full count. Right here. She's got the batter where she needs her, and this would be a good top of the first with a strike right here for O'Brien. Foul ball. Terry Lynn retreats to third. 3-0. 2 outs. Runner on third. Full count. And a swing. And she tags her, and that is the third out. We will go to the bottom of the first. Here come the Lady Cats. 3 runs come in for Yorktown. Top of the first. Now let's see what the Lady Cats have here. 7th grade softball here this afternoon, April 24, 2025. This is ST Lady Cat Nation. And my name is Amador Ramirez. I see Coach Gonzalez out there and Coach Duran as well, with Coach Pena. Softball certainly has been the flavor of the season, if you will. Well, I say that, but with great basketball, we've had great all-around sports. And let's see what we've got going here for Yorktown. Looks like Camille is pitching. Number 22, Kaylin is on first. At third is number 30, Gabby G. And as soon as I get a number on the catcher, looks like number 6. It looks like, no, that looks like number 15, right? Interesting, I have a 15 on my roster. I don't have a 15 on my roster, so back to the Lady Cats. Leading off is number 24, Sydney O'Brien, the pitcher. Trying to get it going here at the 3-0 deficit, but they're up to bat here in the bottom of the first. Here we go. Sydney O'Brien. Swing and a miss. Again, number 7, Camille is the pitcher. She's yet to bat. And a chopper over to short, and Sydney O'Brien with a single. Good speed there for Sydney O'Brien. Number 8, Shelby Aguirre Daniels, the shortstop, with O'Brien on first. And this one might be good for one, but a sacrifice. O'Brien to second, so job done for Shelby Aguirre Daniels. Sending O'Brien to second. Third base, Hannah Sears.
That's a bomb. Oh, yeah.
They're going to try to keep an eye over on O'Brien on second. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Board is not functioning right now, so it's 1-1. O'Brien testing the waters a little bit. Foul. So that'll be two strikes. Again, the board is not functioning right now, so if I missed something, my apologies, but you guys can keep tabs on the balls and strikes as well. I do know there's 2 strikes. I think it's 2 and 2. And that's called a strike, which is a strikeout, 2 outs. Ella Calderon up to the plate, number 6. First baseman. Ella Calderon.
That was in the dirt. Oh, yeah. Get down.
Save. O'Brien safe at third. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Ella Calderon, number 6, at the plate. Trying to get on the board are the Lady Cats.
Oh, yeah. Get up.
2-1. Swing and a miss for Ella Calderon. Again, number 24. Sydney O'Brien, the pitcher, at third. Ella Calderon. And she taps it out. And that's going to bring in. That is the 3rd out. And that is a good effort by the shortstop to get the ball to first for the out, even after the bobble. 3-0. We'll go to the top of the second. Again, good effort by the shortstop there for Yorktown. The Kitty Cats bobbling it just a bit, but getting it to first just in time. One inning complete. And again, just a reminder, tomorrow night, April 25th, 2025, the Lady Cats varsity softball travels to Cuero to take on the Flatonia Lady Dogs in the first round of the playoffs. Skidmore-Tynan ended seeded number 2 behind Woodsboro. Woodsboro with a perfect 14-0 district record. Skidmore-Tynan with a 10-4. And, of course, the best to the other 2 teams in the district, Kennedy. Let me back up just a little bit. Agua Dulce and Refugio. So that's Woodsboro, Skidmore-Tynan, Agua Dulce, and Refugio. And Refugio playing tonight in Sinton against Ganedo. And you've got also tonight Agua Dulce taking on another power team, another powerful team in Shiner. So Shiner and Cuero taking on 2 of our district teams tonight and tomorrow night. We've got Woodsboro and Skidmore-Tynan are in action representing District 32A. All right, we're going to start the top of the second. O'Brien was on base, and I believe she made it all the way to third and almost made the first run, although the good effort by the shortstop for the Kitty Cats ending that inning. Brooke C. will lead off the top of the second for the Kitty Cats. Skidmore-Tynan's defense remains the same. Ball called 1-0 here in the top of the second. He's normally calling strikes on the low ones, but it might have been a bit inside.
It's all right. Let's go.
Well, 2-1 is what we see up there. I don't know if I've. Normally, you get a little emotion on a strike from the umpire. 2-1 is what I see on the board, and it was 3-0 because otherwise, score was off a little bit. Number 25, Madison, will come to the plate for the Kitty Cats, and Brooke C. Brooke on first base. That was a nice pitch by Sidney O'Brien. And a little tapper. See if O'Brien can throw it to first and out. Madison out at first. Brooke C. to second. Good effort there by pitcher O'Brien over to Ella Calderon at first. And now to the plate for the Kitty Cats, Brooke Z. 2 Brooks on the team. This is Brooke Z. A good pitch right there. Sidney O'Brien settling in there now. And does have a runner on second in the form of Brooke C. And this is going to take third. Brooke takes third. Brooke C.
Ready to be there.
1-1 with 1 out. 1 runner on. Brooke Z. Brooke C's on third. Brooke C's on at home or at the plate right now. 1 out. Good stop by Carragher behind the plate. Right here on the home side. chance here for 7th grade. 3-1 the count. Actually, that's going to be the 4th. So 2 first goes Brooke Z, and Brooke C's on 3rd, and Paige, number 5, top of the order. So Brooke C and Brooke Z on 3rd and 2nd respectively. And at the plate, top of the order, Paige.
Yeah.
Strike.
3-0 the count. So a ball away from loading up the bases
Let's
here.
go, Sydney. You can do it. Yeah.
That's right in there.
There you go.
Nicely placed by O'Brien on a 3-0, and now 3-1. 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Has a strike. Oh, I thought he called a strike. All right, I thought he said something there, but bases loaded for Gabby A. Bases loaded, 1 out. Strike call. That's what I need. I got to see the signal on a strike.
Good job, Claire.
Maybe they just haven't been there. I don't know, but normally you see that. The signal for a strike. Strike 2.
One more, Sydney. Let's go.
Sydney O'Brien pitching to number 9, Gabby A, with 1 out, bases loaded, top of the 2nd.
Yeah.
Strike! Strike call!
Good job, Sydney.
Do a lot for the Lady Cats if they can get out of this one with no runs.
Good job, Claire. Let's
Gabby
go.
G, 3rd baseman,
Let's go,
to the
Lady
plate
Cats.
for the Kitty Cats. And a pop-up, that one goes. There we go. And the Lady Cats survive a bases loaded, 1 out. And that's the way it's done. Here come the Lady Cats into the bottom of the 2nd. Again, I'll promo as much as I can, but tomorrow night, Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats varsity softball, round 1 of the playoffs in Cuero against Flatonia and the Lady Dogs. Start time is at 7 p.m. We will not be broadcasting on this network, which is our ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube channel, but we will be going to the NFHS network, nfhsnetwork.com. And you have to, unfortunately, buy a subscription. And it looks like about $13 a month. Or if you get the whole year, you'll be paying like $6. But you've committed to the year. So it depends on... I'm on there a lot, so I probably should have bought the annual pass, which I will eventually. But it would benefit you. But if you're just in it for this softball season, it'll be 13, whether you watch one game or. But what I would do is keep it for the month and then unsubscribe, but watch as much of what's still going on, and that's softball and baseball that I know of. I could be missing some other sports. Tennis is out there with Coach Buckner. Talk a little bit about some of the other sports at the bottom of the 2nd. A lot of recognition for a lot of teams and players. We know Skidmore-Tynan academically where we stand, highly acclaimed, but when you get into athletics, it's a lot of good going on as well. save that as we end the second. But we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Skidmore-Tynan. Giving up nothing here in the top of the second.
Let's go, Claire.
Batting fifth is number 4, the catcher, Claire Carragher. Good family, the Carragers. I know many. Good eye. Keeping a good you don't want to swing at something that's not worth swinging at. Coach Pena making sure she's positioned correctly. Swing and a miss. Grandparents and parents watching, as is the case for most all of the athletes here. You got mom and dad and uncle and aunt and grandpa and grandma. 2-1 the count. Camille, the pitcher. Again, Coach Blasky giving me their first names. Swing and a miss. So we're alternating ball strike. And now let's see what Coach wants from Carragher. 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Lady Cat's trying to get something rolling here in the bottom of the second. Wait. Now full count. And Claire Carragher will take first. Dylan Wyatt, second base. Dylan Wyatt, number 11. Swing and a miss, and an easy steal by, just as was done by Sydney O'Brien. Claire Carragher getting to second with 1 out. And what a good running. And here comes Carragher. She'll be safe. Good running by Claire Carragher. Heads up running. She waited on second till the ball got released to first. Then she took off to third. The errant pass or throw brought her home. Number 21 now. That'd be McDonald, center fielder. McDonald with the foul to start it off. That's a strike. 0-1. 1 out. So the Lady Cats trying to get a rally going here with McDonald. And that's the way to look at that one. 1-1 with 1 out. 1 run in. That was Claire Carragher. Strike called, so Camille doing a good job on the mound. She's, of course, had them scoreless until Carragher scored the first run here just a moment ago. 2-2 the count. 1 out. And this is a little pop up, and it stays in. It is safe. So nicely played by McDonald.
Let's go, Zaylee.
Zaylee Cossett is right field. Number 8 in the order. Coach Pena giving her some instructions. Run has come in, and that was Claire Carragher on some good running. Good base running. And now Cossett is right fielder now up to see if she can add to this. Here in the bottom of the second.
Good job.
Ball 1. McDonald on first. Ball
Stop,
2.
way to watch it.
Casa is looking to get on base one way or the other, preferably with a base hit. And that's going to short and caught. And that's going to be the third. He's got to come back. Now the question is, and that is the third out. One run does come in here in the bottom of the second. So we have completed 2 innings. It's 3-1 Yorktown. Good offensive effort by Skidmore-Tynan. The run coming in. Clara Carragher with some nifty base running. But we'll go to the top of the third. 3-1 Yorktown. You see the 8th grade team has already assembled here in the stands. And we'll be, they're on deck basically, so to speak, as we'll be bringing that game to you immediately upon completion of the 7th grade game here at ST Lady Cat Nation. Thank you for joining us. The chat is open. I cannot see it right now, so don't ask me any questions. If there is something major, which I doubt that there would be anything major right now, but you could Facebook message me, Amador Ramirez, and I will see it. Or I guess you can message me at ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook, and it'll pop up for a little bit, but I'm probably not going to swipe away because I got a delicate score cam right now. Got to have it just right. If you hit one button off, I end up having to restart the stream, so I've learned it. It's kind of like that car you have that has that tricky clutch. That's kind of the way it is, but you can certainly Facebook message, and if you do it at just the right time when I'm looking at my screen, I will be able to read it. Not reply, but read it and reply to you. But you all can chat amongst each other, send a shout out. One thing that I've really enjoyed this season has been getting to know just the different names and the parents and the grandparents of a lot of the athletes. You know, I started football, now we went over to volleyball and basketball and softball and baseball, and we did some track and field. We did a little bit of tennis, golf, powerlifting.
Let's go, Lady Cats!
Allison to the plate. Top of the third. Again on the plate, busy almost bringing in a run was number 24, Sydney O'Brien. But heads up, good play on at shortstop in the bottom of the first, prevented that. Strike called, 1-1.
Good job, Claire.
And the first
Good job,
run
Sydney.
was the catcher, Clara Carragher. And that's where we stand, 3-1 here in the top of the third.
Yeah.
Must have been a little inside from the angle.
Let's go, Sydney.
2-1 the count, nobody out. Sydney O'Brien getting out of a strike, 2-2 the count.
Let's go, Sydney. One more.
She had the bases loaded with one out and
Make
got
her
out of
swing.
that jam with a strikeout and a pop-up right to her. Well, not quite right to her, but that's going to put, it's going to bring a full count, 3-2.
You're all right.
3-2 the count. Something normally we'll give here unless it's a foul ball. And a little bit low and inside, that's
Let's go,
4.
Sydney. One more.
Allison will take the base.
It's all right. It's all right. Get the next one.
So Allison on first. Laney, who had some good base running here in the first lineup order. And that one is gone, a little tapper right there and a little too high. And now they're all going to take second and third, and that's where they'll be. Allison at third. Laney at second. Nobody out. Number 17, Terry Lynn.
Ready, Davey. First day sounds good here.
That is good work out in right field. She's just having to overthrow the first base. But good effort there by Caceres.
Yeah.
Strike called.
Good pitch.
Good job, good job.
Again, Laney on second, and I believe that's Allison on third. Yeah, Allison on third. Laney on second. Terry Lynn at the plate. And it's a foul ball.
One more.
Terry Lynn. Three and two, full count, 2 runners on. Cindy O'Brien got out of a bases loaded jam in the top of the second. She doesn't want that to happen again. And I think everyone's going to stay. Allison stays on third. Laney on second. Terry Lynn to first to load the bases for the Kitty Cats. Number 21, Marisa. We'll see what she can do now. Similar to the top of the second, except for there's nobody out. Sydney O'Brien was able to get out of that jam with 1 out. See what happens here. Unless there's a wild pitch here and Allison takes off, runners are frozen. Marisa looking at an 0-1, 1-0. 2-0 and a good stop by Carragher.
Good stop.
So Eric Carragher doing a good job behind the plate. Especially when the bases are loaded, you got to get your... Three and 0 the count. Bases loaded.
Done and ready. Let's go.
There you go.
And everybody will be safe. Runner comes in. That's Allison. Good stop. Ball ricocheting off though, but only 1 run comes in. Brooksy. Not to confuse with Brooke Z. Brooksy. That was high. 1-0 the count. Again, bases loaded for the Yorktown Kitty Cats. Third, second, and first.
There you go.
That's right in there to Brooksy. 1 run has come in here in the top of the 3rd inning. That's a little high. Two and 1 the count.
Let's go, Sydney.
You got her. Here we go.
O'Brien seeming to keep her cool. Just enjoying this day. And that's a nice one.
One more, Sydney.
2 and 2.
One more.
Throw it in there.
2 and 2. There it is. Strike 3. Now we're in the same scenario. Bases loaded, 1 out. We have bases loaded,
Let's go.
nobody
Get
out.
ready.
Madison to the plate for the Kitty Cats of Yorktown. 1 run has come in.
Yeah.
Just inside. 1-0 the count, 1 out. Bases loaded for Sydney O'Brien.
Yeah.
And a strike.
Good pitch.
Good pitch.
Good stop.
One's across the board, 1-1, 1 out. Bases loaded. To Madison, number 25. And she's got it. 2 out. 3 out. That does it. What an effort. Sydney O'Brien heads up, gets the out, tags the runner going from third, and there you have the Lady Cats.
Go, ladies. Get them bats going.
1 run scores. 4-1. Again, you know, of course, we had the, I was telling everybody, I start with football season, of course, in the fall, and our Bobcats did make the playoffs. They ended up being eliminated by the Ganado Indians in the first round, but the Ganado Indians ended up winning the state championship. So, you know, that's always a positive when you look at it. In volleyball, our Lady Cats varsity volleyball ended up getting eliminated in the second round by Johnson City, the Lady Eagles. They ended up winning the state championship. So 2 of our teams were eliminated by eventual state champions. So it's just an exciting time. We went over to JV basketball and varsity basketball for the girls. I kind of got hooked on the junior varsity, and Loretta Gamble had me start streaming some of those games, and they were so exciting. Of course, calling varsity as well. So it's been an exciting. We'll talk about some of the others as we progress. Maddie Valverde to the plate. Number 3. Strike called. Bottom of the third. Strike 2.
Come on, Maddie. You can do it, Maddie.
Down 0-2 to the pitcher, Camille.
Go, 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 run!
And out from
It's all right, it's all right.
Camille over to Kaylin at first.
Come on, Chloe.
Left fielder Chloe Nance to the plate with 1 out, bottom of the third. Nobody on. Foul. Coach saying take off. You can always come back. Sometimes as players you have to learn to react.
Come on,
And
Chloe, let's go.
Chloe Nance.
Way to watch it.
1-1 the count to Chloe Nance. Playing left field here this afternoon and early evening. Strike. 1-2, so Camille up on the batter, Nance. Two and 2. 1 out.
Good job, good
That
job.
should make it a full
Good
count.
night.
Again, the board is working and then it doesn't work, but I'm going to speculate it's full count. And Chloe Nance over to second, over to first, and nicely done, number 2 to number 22. Laney over to Kaylin for the second out.
Good job, job, Chloe.
Mallory Pena to the plate with 2 outs, and see if the Lady Cats can start a 2-out rally. Swing and a miss. Catcher looking for the ball back there. And I did not get number 15 on the roster, so. Strike 2 on deck. The top of the order with Sydney O'Brien. And catcher couldn't control it, but when they don't catch it, you still got to get them out at first. And again, young players are still learning the game, and sometimes they're coached by the fans in the stands. So no runs come in, so we end the third 4-1.
Let's go, Lady Cat.
And we go to the top of the 4th inning. Sydney O'Brien remains on the mound. Might be the MVP right now, the player of the game. And that is exactly what the Lady Cats need, a 3 up and 3 down. Down 4-1. Basically, the scorecard reads in the first inning, it was 3-0. Yorktown. The second inning went 1-0. Skidmore-Tynan, and the third inning went 1-0. Yorktown. So basically, on the top of the innings, it was 3-0-1, and on the bottom for Skidmore-Tynan, it's been 0-1-0. Here we are moving to the 4th inning.
Let's go, third
It's been a well played. There's been no what we do. Those implemented rules for 7th and 8th or JV, they're playing good softball. To the plate, leading off the top of the 4th. Brooke Z. Coach has first names, but when they have the same first name, he's putting the initial on the end. So Brooke Z, and there's a Brooke C. There's also two Gabbies that bat back to back. So real quick start, 1-0. Straight, 1-1. Very impressive showing for Sydney O'Brien on the mound. Strike 2.
One more, let's go.
Take away the top of the first, and we got ourselves a 1-1 defensive battle here. And she tagged her. Good heads up. Claire Carragher making sure. And I don't have. She's got at least 4 strikeouts. I don't have the official. Gabby A to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. There's 2 Gabbies and there's 2 Brooks. Good stop by Carragher.
Good job, good hustle.
Once again, we have another game coming up. The 8th graders are getting themselves ready for game 2. 3-0 the count.
Let's go, Sydney, you can do it.
strike.
Good job, good job, good job. Two more.
Gabby A just looking for that one to come. You're up 3-0. You tend to take the pitch. See if the pitcher can deliver. And Gabby A will take first. 1 out, 1 runner on first. And to the plate comes Gabby G. Gabby G following Gabby A for the Kitty Cats of Yorktown. Again, the Lady Cats do not want to get into another. They've had 2 innings where they've loaded the bases. Gabby A takes second. Easily.
Yeah, let's go. One more. Let's go, Sydney. 2 down. Let's go. Go.
And this is going to go over to this catcher, and it's safe. A little bit short on the throw, but
Let's go. One more. Be ready.
Allison to the plate. Foul ball.
He's out of the box.
I'm looking at the scoreboard here, and I thought her run came in, and foul ball. Who I missed? I thought she was on second. It's like,
She ran too early and she was out. Yeah.
okay, thank you. All right, the runner on second left too early, and she was called out, so that's 2 outs. Thank y'all.
Be ready for those.
It's like she disappeared, and
Yeah.
now over to, and that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No runs.
Good throw, Claire.
It's like she disappeared on me. I'm like, what happened to her?
Like, I knew there was somebody out there.
I was looking this way. Bottom of the 4th we go here in Skidmore-Tynan ISD. Scorecard basically looks like this. 3-0-1-0 for Yorktown, adding up to 4. Skidmore-Tynan 0-1-0. And now ready to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trying to get their bats hot.
Sydney.
The pitcher, Sidney O'Brien, top of the order, will lead off. Skidmore-Tynan with not really a shaky first inning, but giving up 3 runs. After that, it's been 2 shutout innings and one run inning. So the Lady Cats doing a great job here, holding their own here against the Yorktown Kitty Cats. Sidney O'Brien, the pitcher, will lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. Let's see if she outruns her, and out at first. Good effort there by O'Brien.
Good job, Sydney.
Nice shot, Sydney.
Good hit, Sydney. Go, Shelby.
Shelby Aguirre
Go,
Daniels
Shelby.
to the plate. Oh, and she's got it out there. It's going to land. It gets by left field. She's rounding second. She's rounding third. She's going to have an in the park home run. Shelby Aguirre Daniels. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Pena just calling her on home. Take it home. Hannah Sears, third baseman. So the score is 4-2 now. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Two and 0 the count. Three and 0.
Make her throw a strike.
And Coach probably, as are the fans, saying, let her throw a strike. Take first base. Hannah Sears, third base. And she pops it out. Safe. On an error, Hannah Sears ends up at first base. Ella Calderon.
Come on, Ella.
Nobody out. And right shot. And everybody's safe. Calderon at first. Sears at second. Nobody out. Claire Carragher, the catcher.
Let's go. Hey, pump your arms or something.
Now the Lady Cats getting a rally going here. Claire Carragher to the plate. Nobody. One out. I take it back. 1 out.
Good eye, Claire.
And the runners are going, and everybody's safe at second and third. Runners in scoring position. With 1 out. And this gets to the gap. Here comes Sears. Here comes Calderon. We got a tie game. Claire Carragher bringing in 2 RBIs.
Let's go, Dylan.
Come on, Dale.
Keep it going, Dylan.
Dylan Wyatt, second base. And it's off. Safe. Here comes the throw to home. Safe. Claire Carragher drives in 2, then takes it. Good base run in. Now there's a little bit of a discussion at the mound.
Get him a technical.
Dylan Wyatt.
What's it called?
That does it. That was the winning run, and that is the way the score ends. Skidmore-Tynan, 7th grade, 5. Lady Cats, Yorktown Kitty Cats, 4, and that's the way it is. Good work. Congrats to the 7th grade Lady Cats softball.
Good job, ladies.
Not only future, but the present. And we're going to end this stream, and we're going to start up 8th grade in just a little bit, folks. Right here where you're at now at ST Lady Cat Nation. Once again, the final here from Skidmore-Tynan at Lady Cat softball field. 7th grade representing here this afternoon, April 24, 2025. Skidmore-Tynan 5, Yorktown 4. This is ST, Lady Cat Nation. My name is Amador Ramirez.